Appreciate it. Yo, Mama, how are you? Glad you could make it. Shannon, what up? Everybody had a good weekend. Hope y'all were able to stay warm. It was a cold one today, I tell you what. But it was okay. Just another weekend, right? I hope everybody was able to stay warm. At least here it was cold. You can still see it's cold. I guess that's just part of it. Huh? Anybody, any interesting things going on? Watching football, hoping the Bears get beat. I never watched sports. I just never cared for it. Hey, M. Leeser, how are you? Hey, M. I got some 7-3 stuff going on right there. Got a video coming out on that. Uh, Doing a lot of things to it. Injector cups and injector O-rings, water pump, exhaust manifold, turbo pedestal, hot pipes. Yeah. So lots going on with that thing. I just listed it. What up, Dave? I did send you a link. All good, Dave. Got another video coming out on that. I'll grab it. Show you. That's an old CT 761, and I made it into a quarter drive. So it's just sitting around, ain't worth a whole lot. And I figured, well, if I can make that into a quarter drive, then uh, maybe I can get some more use out of this whole thing. Lead pedestal. Yep, that's yep. The 4 inch up pipes, I don't know about that. Biggest thing is to get the ones with the bellows on there like that. Less likely to leak. And here's the pedestal with the rear turbo housing. That valve's not in there. Redneck way of doing it is delete that out, and then I've done that in the past. Put a couple bolts in it. What up, Bill Beckett? How are you doing, my good sir? We got a slight drizzle of snow here. It's more like really light powder. Yep, used this thing on that 7.3 cup on a couple bolts, and yeah, curious to see how she's going to hold up. But everything fit in there pretty good. Yeah, biggest reason why I'm doing that on that 7.3 is I got a broken bolt, and I was trying to get it out, and that broken bolt didn't want to let go where the turbo mounts. And then when I got done, I was just a hair off, so I couldn't get the bolt in. So I tried, but oh well. We'll just go that route and be done. Problem solved. Put some new O-rings in it and all that. Call it good. Well, like I said, there will be a video coming out on that. So stay tuned. Yeah, I'm going to try this thing here, and if it runs good, then I'm going to clean that up just like I done with that CT861. This thing. It's snowing here. What would be cool to see? The 7.3 or that impact, Shannon, or both? It's snowing here as well. Sounds like it's snowing just about everywhere. Yeah, I love making 7.3 content, man. Uh, it's good stuff. And I enjoy working on those engines. There's plenty of them around, at least around here. So a lot of farmers still run them. Um, younger guys being their first diesel truck. So yep, they're good trucks on the end of the day. It'll be interesting. Early '99, yeah. Yeah, there was not really that big of a difference. Uh, the pressure for the injectors and the turbo, that's the big one. Turbo is a little bit smaller on the earlies, and the injectors on the early ones run on a little less oil pressure. Yep, those are good trucks. I had them for a long, long time. Yeah, those things pushing to be 30 years old, Shannon. Ah, the difference is not really that noticeable, Shannon. I had them, I had early '99s and, you know, all the way up to '03 with 7.3s in them. There's the biggest thing is how they've been how they've been treated. I mean, you got some that are slower than snail shit, and you got some that are just really, really feisty. And then you got the ones that they had chips on them for a long time. And man, you turn that chip off, they turn into a turd. They just don't want to go at all. But anyway, so anybody else got anything exciting going on? Mine is a slow one, but I think I have issues. The thing is just bad uphill with an empty trailer. Aha. Yeah. What do you think you got going on, Shannon? Um, Different topic, but getting close to 10,000 subscribers. I was thinking about doing some sort of giveaway or something. What would be the something you guys would be interested in as a giveaway? Boost leak. Yeah, boost leak will do it. And if you got a hole in the exhaust manifold or we see here, yeah, right side is the most common one to rust out. Speed wrench, what up? Should have to work with you for a week. Hey, Diabolical, how are you? A bag of money or a new car? I'm not that rich, Diabolical. I can't afford that. 2026 Ford F-250 6F Power Stroke King Range. Yeah. Sorry. That ain't gonna be it. Well, it looks like Shannon likes what Dave is proposing. If you want to chip in, Dave, Diabolical, then see what we can do. And a bag of money, I can do something with pennies. It'll be worth something in about 10, 20 years. I have some Mexicoin. Worth the shit. I'll take pennies at this point. Yeah, you and me both, bud. Like I said, it'll be worth something in about 10, 20 years. Find the right pennies and they're worth some good money. Yeah. Pennies and quarters. What's the year in the pennies? Was the quarters, if you got quarters that are from before 1964, something like that, they have silver in them. If you, my wife said something about that. If you get four of those, they're worth like $60. I'm like, hell yeah, that's a hell of a deal. I'll give you a dollar worth of quarters and I'll get $60. I got a pretty good sized jar that I use for my change. I guess we just need to go through it and see what we can find in it. See, since you found already four of them or three of them. So if we go through that, maybe I can afford the new car for a giveaway. Many different years of pennies, even the new ones that are just printed. Some are double stamped. Huh! I have to double check on that. I've never paid attention to it. Yeah, but some of the, like I said, I can't remember the year on those pennies. They had copper in them, so I can't remember. So if you got the double stamp pennies, Shannon, what are they? Or what are those worth? Yeah, you could. There are some quarters that one of the eagle's feet are missing. Really? I didn't even know that. Interesting. Big Cass, Big Bill. No shit. I got a pile of pennies. I guess just need to go through it. Uh, BJ back. How are you? My 9973 needs injectors. 253,000 miles rebuilt. The current or buy new. Also, should I replace the cups while the injectors are out? Um, are you sure that the injectors are bad? Because 9 out of 10 times, it's the injector O rings that are bad. And there's a lot of people that just swap the injectors out, and the only thing you really have to do is just swap the O rings out. Out of all the 7.3s I've worked on, there's only a handful of times that I changed the injectors out, and those were a lot of times high mile trucks, like 350 plus thousand miles. So I would double check and make sure that your injectors are bad, and it's not, like I said, it could be just the O rings because they're notorious for leaking, and then the injector will act like a bad injector. The cups I would leave alone. If you ain't got no problems out of them, don't touch it. I hope that answer your question. Hey, Bill, Cass, Diabolical. I see an app that tells you if your money is worth anything. Uh, I don't know. Shannon, hey, Shannon. Yeah, no problem, man. Like I said, 9 out of 10 times it's your O ring that leaks. This one right here. You know, like your injector is bad. Got some injector O-rings right here. So if you want to write the part number down, Felpros. Or go to the dealership, by the way, for injector O-ring. You can do that too. But as soon as you pull them out, you'll see it. If your O-rings are wore out or not, I'll tell you right then and there. Turn that heater off. But oh yeah, Dave, what's going on in Chicago? What up, Raging Cajun? Hope all is well. Yeah, appreciate for stopping in, bud. How are you? In right now? About 50. It's about 50 degrees. Here is Dave.
What's up, everybody?
What's new, Dave?
Not much. Actually, well, nothing's new.
Nothing new?
No, not really. I was just walking through my living room or whatever you want to call it, and it's like 30 seconds left in the football game, Chicago versus the Rams. And I watch, and Williams, the quarterback, all of a sudden is like, oh shit, turns around and starts running the other way like he's running from the police because the defense guys are coming to kick his ass. He turns around, just oh, fucking hell. The guy catches it in the end zone. Game up with like 13 seconds left. Total luck.
I don't care for sports, so
I just happen to, I don't care either way with the team wins. I'd like to see Chicago lose just because I'm like dick like that. I'd like to see LA beat them, but it don't matter to me either way. The Raging Cajun. I haven't seen you around in a while. Nice to see you around.
yeah. They still trucking, Raging?
Oh. So you've been busy as normal, or you've been quieter?
It's a little slow right now, but like I said, not too bad. I got that engine to work on right there, so and I had a couple cars in, whatnot, some smaller stuff, nothing major. So where did Dave go?
Oh shit! I'm sorry, I bumped it. I had my hand on the mouse. I just hit the clicker button and it.
Uh-oh. So you were on the live stream with Fluffy, the Mexicanic.
Why did you catch one of those shorts that he clipped out of it?
Huh?
Would you catch a short that he made out of it?
Yeah.
He said there's something new in StreamYard where he can it automatically grabs clips. Although he pays for StreamYard, so he may have something that you do not.
Yeah, he's got more options.
Yeah, he said it came with something new and he's playing with it and fucking with it.
Yeah, I'm
He
too fucking cheap for that, man.
But he says it does a pretty good job. It didn't come out perfect.
Yeah, for some odd reason, I keep missing his lives.
But he typically comes. He's time-wise, he's inconsistent. Sometimes he comes on pretty late. I think his goal is like 10:30 our time. And sometimes it's like 11:30 our time.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time just shoot me a text when he's on, and I'll roll into the comments. I saw you had a pretty good topic on charging for diag time.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about last week. The week before that was he always got a pretty good topic. I forgot the week before that was.
Well, like I said, that's pretty good. Right now that's pretty hot topic on social media.
What, diag time?
Yeah.
We charge
Bill
for
says
diag.
I'm each.
We don't give them away. We charge diag time. We don't give it away at our shop.
The same thing here.
I mean, somebody says, "Isn't it free?" I mean, do you work for free? No. I tell them, even if somebody does it free, who does it actually free? They roll it into the other. If people that advertise it as free usually get fucked when the person says no, so just charge for it because free really isn't free. They find another way to roll it into the price that you're getting charged.
I don't know how somebody else does it, but and it depends on how much diag time, and it depends on the customer how big of the job is. Sometimes I'll waive it, but Bill Fluffy was way too late.
Yeah, I think last week he didn't pop on until about 20 after 11. I know it was later.
Well, like I said, I turned a notification on all that shit, but for whatever reason, I don't get a message. So.
Yeah, I don't know why that happens. I have the same thing with certain channels that won't notify me. And other channels, I never miss a notification of anything that channel's doing. And I have the settings set the same. Certain ones, I'll randomly get them, and others, I never miss them.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Well, like I said, I wouldn't mind to stop in one day and shoot the shit. But
We talked way too long Saturday or Friday night into Saturday morning, which was odd. Like
Saturday morning.
backstage. All of a sudden, I look at it, I'm like, dude, you guys, it's like 4 a.m. my time. I'm gonna like head out. Or 3:30 or some shit like that. Got pretty late. Shannon was back there talking to us. I don't remember what time it was.
I don't think I got a notification last night either. I was just checking. And he was on. Yeah.
Yes, it was 3:30 my time.
2:30.
Shannon's an hour behind me, so, and an hour behind you. He's up in Wisconsin.
Yeah. So what you been working on, Dave?
Not working.
Not
That's why
working?
Yeah, working really hard on not working. No, I really didn't do a whole lot of work last week.
So how's that working out for you?
It was actually boring. We were doing some renovation work at our shop, so we're down some bays. So I was just basically playing shop foreman the last week at work. We're getting our bays recoated, our floors redone, epoxy floors redone, and they don't want me. We're not going to do the whole shop at once. We're doing a section of the shop. It's going to be like a 3-step process, so we don't have to close.
Yeah.
But the bays that they're working in, they don't want, once they got chemical down, they don't want nobody on the shit for 5 days. So they want it to be fully cured before we start using those bays.
I never realized that it took 5 days for it to cure. Jeez.
I don't know if it takes that long, if they just want us to leave it go that long. I don't think it took 5 days to totally cure, but I mean, I'm not at the paint, so I don't know. And I didn't talk to
Yeah, I'm no expert either, but
they're putting down it's epoxy based paint, but then they're also putting an epoxy based like clear over it too. So they did it's multiple coats.
yeah.
It's supposed to be the cat's ass. I mean, it's supposed to be the best of the best shit. We'll see. Once we start using it, we'll see how it holds up. I'm sure it'll hold up because it's what the boss said they put down the last time. And I think he told me the last time that the floor was done was like 10 years ago. And the floor is not
too bad at all.
No, the floor is not that bad. He just wanted them freshened up and redone. I mean, there's some chips here and there, but I mean, overall, it still looks, when it's clean, it looks good. It's probably going to be, probably got 3 more days before the shop's completely open. Like where everything's usable. They finished up. They finished up the last of the bays that they had to work on. They finished that up Friday night. So yeah, maybe 2 more days. They tell us when it's good to go. Just you go ahead, put shit back in there now. It's kind of tight to work at the shop, and you start shutting down bays and moving everything out of them. I mean, the only thing we really didn't move out of the bay is the hoist. I mean, the hoist doesn't get
the lift.
Yeah, the lift's the only thing that stayed in the bay. So.
Yep, and then you realize how much fucking crap you got in there.
Oh, dude, we fucking filled the dumpster up fucking 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah,
see all the shit that we threw away.
Yep, like I said, then you realize how much fucking crap there's parked everywhere. And then it's like, what the fuck is in this box? And you look in there, a bunch of shit in there. Well, all right, here it goes.
I spent hours the other day breaking down fuse boxes.
Oh, yeah?
No need to have 80 or 90 fuse panels on hand. I mean, there's no reason to have any of them. The only reason we had the fuse panels is they were bad and there wasn't cores on them. And we didn't throw them away, so we kept the relays and the fuses. And we just were lazy and kept the whole fucking box. Well, we broke them all down, took the relays and the fuses out of it, and put those into little separate containers, like organizers.
Yeah.
And then threw away all the bad fuse panels that we had. I didn't realize we had so many of them. But that's years of collecting them. It's years of collecting them.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes fast, man, when it comes to shit like that. But I'm sure it makes your shop look a lot cleaner when it's all done.
Yeah. Well, they're also tomorrow they're supposed to we're supposed to have electricians come in and we're getting some new light fixtures put in the shop too. Because they're bitching it's not bright enough back there. I don't think it'll ever be bright enough. It's not bad, but owner's going to put some new lighting up. Oh, we'll see if that makes a big difference.
Yeah, going to LEDs or what?
Yeah, well, they got LEDs up now. He's just adding more. It's adding everywhere we feel as though there's a dead spot or could use more light.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of marked it out. Like here, this particular area could use more light, so they're going to add more light everywhere. That we kind of as a store team, as a crew, we kind of all agreed upon like where we could use more light throughout the shop. So boss agreed he's got an electrician coming in to hang some more lights. I don't remember exactly how many we're hanging up and adding, but we're adding more lights.
No such thing as too much light. High bay lights, 15K lumens. Yeah, I got all those LEDs here. I mean, it's pretty bright in here, and there's still sometimes, you don't have enough light.
That's what I said. I mean, I don't know how much of a difference. It'll all make a difference. I mean,
it all helps. But
when the electricians come out, though, to install the new lights, I know we also talked the owner into replacing all the old bulbs.
Yeah.
So you're going to put all new fresh bulbs up because I know a lot of them, they're not throwing out the lumens they used to. So when it's all said and done, it should be a lot brighter, at least for a while.
Right. For as long as that lasts.
But it's nice to see the owners putting some money into the building. Cleaning shit up, neatening shit up. He said this summer he's going to replace the bay doors. I really don't know why he wants to replace all the bay doors, but he said he's going to. I think he said the new bay doors that he's picking out are going to have an extra whole roll of windows that we don't have now. So, like in the winter,
that'll make a big difference.
It'll add additional, natural lighting in the shop. but he's not going to do that until the weather breaks because, they start ripping bay doors apart. They're wide
Yeah, it
open.
gets cold in a hurry.
Well, yeah, if it's 8 degrees out like it is fucking right now or whatever it is, I mean, you're working in that.
Right.
You don't even have a door to close anymore because it's gone. It's not there.
Well, that would be nice, Dave.
Fucking neighbor keeps texting me. What a pain in the ass.
So you always ask a buddy to double check your timing?
On the more difficult ones, I'll ask somebody to make sure I'm not like seeing shit. Like, hey, I do have this all lined up before I throw it back on. I usually will ask one of the other guys to double check me. I don't think I've ever thrown one back together though and been wrong in my whole life. Maybe a long time ago I was wrong. And I realized it once I got it back up and running because it set codes or wasn't running right. I'm pretty picky about the timing. I mean, I just don't like boom, 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 and slap it all back together. I double check, triple check that everything is lined up right where it should be. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I do the same thing.
I feel bad for my neighbor. He has a I'm trying to think, is it 2024? I want to say it's a 2024 F-150 with the 3.5 EcoBoost.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting internal engine noise. I think he's right around, not many miles are on it. I want to say, is that like 34,000 miles on the truck? And it was getting like some weird, I didn't hear it. It was getting a weird noise. And he took it to the dealer. And they said there was something wrong with the cam phasers.
Really?
And they were going to, under warranty, redo his whole timing setup on his Ford EcoBoost. Do you know they've had his truck? The dealers had the truck now for like a little over a month, like 40 some fucking days. And the last attempt of delivering the truck back to my neighbor, he went to the dealer to go pick it up, and he never made it out of the parking lot of the dealership. He said it was running like shit, and the check engine light came on, and he turned right back around, went right back in, and it threw a bunch of timing correlation codes. And supposedly the technician said that they got to get it back in the shop, tear it all down, that the timing had to have jumped. I'm thinking, timing, who the fuck they got working at this dealer? I feel bad for my neighbor because it's under warranty, but it doesn't seem like this dealer can fix the fucking car. I mean, they don't have a guy there that knows how to fucking put a timing chain on it without screwing it up. I mean, you got very obvious marks on the chain, on the timing gears, and the chain's got very obvious marked links. It's not hard to set up.
Right.
I mean, you've done them on. You've done chains
on
the 3.5s, haven't you? Yeah, it's like Now the only difference on the 3.5 that's in the F-150 versus the one I know you've worked on recently is these don't have an internal water pump on the F-150 engine. That's an external driven water pump. It's not driven by the timing chain, but still setting up the chain is it's pretty straightforward. You got to have these marks here, 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 and here. The chain, the colored links on the chain should be boom, boom, and boom. And
yeah, but don't be surprised.
Can't get this car finished.
Yeah, don't be surprised that they fired all the good ones, or all the good ones walked off, or one way or the other.
Well, that's what's been happening around here. All these dealers, the techs are walking out on them. Independence is becoming big at too.
Yeah, well, like I said, then before you know it, you ain't got anybody there with any kind of knowledge.
That's why I said, my buddies like, you think they'll get it fixed? And I keep telling them, oh, yeah, they'll get it all back together. They'll figure it all out. And I'm thinking to myself, I hope they do. It's not that hard. Obviously, they don't have a qualified guy. They already bullshit my neighbor for quite some time that the reason it was taking so long is they couldn't get parts. And I'm thinking to myself, what parts can't they get? Because I just recently did one. I had no problem getting parts.
Well, I get to work on a semi tomorrow. It's been at the dealership 3 times. Can't get the fucking leaks to stop. It's leaking coolant everywhere. So I'd be curious to see what we find. Curious to see what we find. And
it seems like a lot of the dealers are having a hell of a time with getting technicians right now. Is because I'm going to say most is because of warranty pay. I mean, the warranty pay that the manufacturer's paying on a lot of jobs out there has become like absurd. It's ridiculous. With their
yeah, but when they're working on semis, I don't think those guys are on flat rate. I think they're all by the hour. To be honest with you,
they probably are. I'm saying that like car dealers. I think that's what's killing the car dealers when it comes to keeping technicians.
Yeah, I think that's not the only thing. It's just
it's a big issue. I mean,
it's one of them.
I've heard from a lot of dealer technicians on certain warranty times they get paid to do certain things, and I'm like, so you're straight up just like if you get stuck with that job, you're straight up taking it in the ass. And they're like, yeah. I mean, I've heard them doing jobs that, no doubt about it, going to take you an hour and a half to do it, no matter how you look at it, and they're only getting 6/10 for warranty. So even hauling ass, they're losing, say, an hour's pay. They're not getting paid by, they're getting 40 minutes of pay for something that they worked on for an hour and a half hauling ass to get it done in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's just wrong when the manufacturer's paying such shit warranty times.
Right. I agree. Well, and that's probably the biggest problem they got now is because they've been dropping the ball so much. As soon as it's out of warranty, people don't go there anymore. So there's less and less gravy work coming into a dealership. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know a lot of techs that work at dealers, but I'll be honest, here in the Metro Detroit area, the people I know working at dealers I'm slowly but surely diminishing because they've been leaving the industry. Leaving the industry or going to independent shops. But a lot of them have left the industry.
I don't know. Every time I walk into the dealership here, either it's Ford or Chevy or Chrysler, it don't matter which one. It looks like the only thing they're doing is like an inspection and swapping, and doing a tire rotation, and that's it. Maybe some brakes, but that will be that.
The guys I know work at the dealers around here, the few that I know, they stay pretty busy, but they said they get screwed on warranty work. They're all bitch about the warranty work. And then, God forbid, the manufacturer finds out that the guys find a trick to the warranty jobs that are common. All of a sudden, say Ford Motor Company finds out, hey, these guys are doing this in freaking 35 minutes instead of 2 hours. Then all of a sudden they cut the warranty time down to half hour.
Right. Yeah. So, well, like I said, and having having some warranty time, that would be one thing if you got, lots of gravy coming in too, but I don't know. Hey, Raging, thank you for stopping in, bud. Appreciate it. You take care of yourself, my man. You know what I mean, Dave? If you got some warranty work but you got, you can offset that with some good gravy work, then, but if you don't even have that, then yeah, the only thing you have is warranty work, then pay fucking suck. Right?
Yeah, I think I'd have to say about probably on average 60-70% of all the work most techs do there is probably warranty.
I think it's higher than that. That's what I think.
Well, I'm only getting that from a friend of mine that's been at he's at a Ford dealership, but he's been there for a long time. He said 60% is warranty for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And like I said, but like timing chain, it's not, it's a big job, but it's not a hard job.
No.
I mean, for fuck's sake, you should be able to get, do that with your eyes closed.
Well, especially if you work at the Ford dealer. Lining up the chain on an F-150, you have all kinds of room there to see everything real nice and clear. There's no excuse on that one. I mean, I have no problem doing it inside a Ford Edge. I mean, the F-150, you got the front of the motor staring you right in the face.
Right.
You got all kinds of room there. It's not tucked right up against the freaking wheel
frame.
wall.
Yeah. Yeah, because on those, there's not a lot of room at the frame rail. You got about that much. That's it. But like I say, still those are not hard.
I'm thinking about it. I think the last time I ever put a timing chain together, right, the timing wrong, I think it was on my daughter's car, on Equinox, a 2.4 EcoBoost or Ecotech, 2.4 Ecotech.
Yeah.
The last time I was off one tooth on the fucking intake camshaft. How the fuck I did that, I don't know. But all of a sudden, I'm like, it's setting a code. A cam crank correlation for the intake cam, and I'm, what the fuck? I took it all back apart. Sure shit, I was off like 1 or 2 teeth on the one cam, and I don't know how the fuck I put that back together and did that, but obviously.
Yeah, but when you do that, now when you do that, do you turn the engine over? You pull the pin on the tensioner, and then do you turn the engine over by hand?
Hand crank it over.
Yeah, go full rotation and see if everything lines back up again.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
But I was in a hurry with my daughter's car. Shit, and I've done so many of those. It's like, how can I fuck anything up? I can do these things with my eyes closed. A 2.4
Right.
Ecotech, I can do with my eyes closed. Sure shit. Funny thing was, is that my daughter's car. By my car, our car. And I'm like, fuck me, I've screwed it up. And then also I started taking apart, rolled it back to where I need it. I'm like, that's off. It's off. I think it was off like 2 teeth on the intake cam. Still can't believe I did it. But shit happens.
Yeah, because
I have it.
It should be able to compensate. It should be able to compensate for that if you only off 1 tooth, ain't it?
You'll still set codes on it. But I have a engine job at the shop that we got to eventually tackle. I got time on it, but it's on a 3.6 Pentastar that another shop was working on, and they paid this guy off, but they left I guess you call it the oil control bolts, or the bolts that hold the cam phasers on.
Yeah.
They left. They were doing rocker arms on it, and they ended up talking him into a timing chain assembly and the whole 9 yards. And this customer, he bought it all. He was driving down the road, and it went kaboom. They left they didn't tighten up the camshafts. And it snapped the pin. It snapped the pins on the cam gears, and the timing got thrown way off on one bank, and smashed all the freaking valves against the pistons. And it had like 180,000 miles on it. And he blew a nut at the shop that did it. I don't know the shop that did it. I mean, be kind of curious to know what shop did it, but he has not disclosed yet what shop did it. But they actually basically bought him out. I don't know if he threatened him with an attorney. I don't know the whole story, but they told him it's an old engine. It's tired. It wasn't their fault. This, that, and another thing. Well, I started taking it apart, and yeah, it was their fault that the engine blew up on their asses. I mean, actually sent parts right out the plastic valve cover on bank one. I mean, it actually sent a piece of shit. It sent a hunk of a camshaft right out the freaking valve cover, or the rocker cover, or whatever we want to call it, cam cover, on bank one. It literally busted right through. It broke the camshaft in pieces. And finally, they bought him out. I guess they gave him like $5,000 to go away. They reimbursed him $5,000, even though it didn't cost them that much. But they said, we'll cover the engine. They don't want to deal with this guy anymore. So we're putting a new motor in it. But I started taking shit apart. I instantly found that what's holding the cam phasers on, they left them loose. And that's where it lost its timing. It was knocking in there, sheared the pin off.
Yeah. Yep.
But still an interesting sight. I got pictures of it. I'll have to send you pictures of how bad it broke up on bank one. Everything went to shit on that head.
Well, yeah.
It had to be a failure at high RPM, man. It had to have been at high RPM then when it took a shit, because it busted the hell out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you was low RPM going 25, 35 mile an hour, it would not be near as bad as going 55 or 70 or something. And then but anyway, we're at the hour mark. Let's call it a night.
All right. Thanks for having me on, Theo. And everybody in chat, thanks for joining in. And everybody have a good start to your week. Hopefully it's a good week for everybody and a profitable week. And we'll catch you next time.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming on and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you for jumping on here, Dave. And hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody's going to have a good week. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.